The United States national team just failed to get out of their group and crashed out of Copa America that they're hosting here in a group that involved Bolivia and Panama. You guys know this channel is about the youth game, about youth tactics, sessions, philosophies, stuff like that. But I feel motivated to make a video about just the series of failures that constantly we see with the United States national team. And I know you're asking, what does that have to do with the youth game? Well, it has everything to do with the youth game. I've made videos like this in the past, but this system, the ecosystem of youth football, of youth soccer in America, doesn't work. There's no merit-based system to anything. So the priorities of youth clubs are completely out of whack, and it's not their fault. They are looking to make money. And look, every youth club in the world almost, part of what they're trying to do is make money. It's not something to be looked at as negative, but the whole idea is, how do they make their money? And in this country, clubs do not make money to develop players. Outside of just, a very few MLS clubs that can sell players. So that has a trickle-down effect. And the only thing, or the main thing, that most clubs care about is your payments. Your parents paying money. If they develop a kid, that's great. And look, there are coaches out there, there are clubs out there that do develop players. There are good ones. But in the end of the day, what you do on the field, what you do as a coach, what you do as a player doesn't really matter. If you are even at the highest levels in this country, if you finish last in MLS, there's no consequences. You just continue to be in MLS and profit share from that entity. If you are a club that is developing great teams, that is going to national championships, that's doing great things, it doesn't necessarily change or mean anything if you can't continue to bring in the parents. So I know you're asking, what does this have to do with the fact that the United States just completely imploded yesterday? So if you don't have a merit-based system, you don't have competition. And that is at every single level. So who gets to be in MLS next? Who gets to be in ECNL? Who gets to do whatever has nothing to do with how you do on the field. It's the same with the national team and the professional system that we have here in this country. The on-field product doesn't matter. And that goes into coaching. Who gets to coach what team is based on who you know, not necessarily what you've done or what level of success you've had. The vast majority of the players in our player pool, the very good ones, were developed out of this country. But the way we have it now is there is no merit-based system at all. It goes into, yes, promotion and relegation. Like, there has to be some motivation to develop players. And that's what they have in almost every other country in the world. They want to develop players because they know, due to training compensation and solidarity payments, they will actually make money on that player. And not only that, they're developing players for their own first team. Whereas here, 99% of clubs don't have a first team. So again, there's no real intrinsic motivation. The other thing too is that without this merit-based system, without any type of promotion relegation, and I'm talking whether that be professionally or even at the youth side, there's no way to really determine the best coaches, the best players, because the on-field product doesn't mean anything. So if you're a coach in a lower division, even in a second or third division, there's no way for you to be seen really outside of a scout or outside of you knowing somebody. Just look at the story of Kieran McKenna and Ipswich. They secured back-to-back promotions from League One to the Championship, and then from the Championship now to the Premier League this season. This guy was courted by Manchester United, by Chelsea, by Brighton to be their next coach. And clearly this was a results-based decision to try to get this guy to be their coach. Anyway, guys, sorry for the rant. If you want more details about some of the merit-based stuff I was talking about, check out videos I've done on that in the past. At the end of the day, I really don't feel like we're getting any closer to competing for a World Cup. And in fact, I think it's getting worse. I think we're falling even further behind the big countries, and it starts at the youth system and at the youth level.